Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you about e-bikes again, mainly because I see so many e-bikes right now, and last video I talked about e-mountain bikes and why I would never get an e-mountain bike for what I do. I ride up steep trails. If I can't ride them, I walk them and get up to the top, and it's just gravity taking me down. And I want my lightweight bike and bike that I know exactly how it feels on the trail to do the technical riding that I do. But what about e-bikes for road? Now, I got into gravel bike, which this kind of serves as my road bike, later on in my cycling lineage. I didn't get a bike that was gravel bike until about 7 years ago, and the first one was too big for me. And I think a lot of people back then, when they were sizing gravel bikes, they didn't really know how to size them, and really sizing them like road bikes. So when you did put on 700 by 40C tires, they were too far off the ground. They were it just messed up everything. So I sold that first gravel frame. That's some of the components that I switched over to this frame. Sorry about all the cars. I mean, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, but it's Friday, and it's the day after Thanksgiving. Anyway, so I sold that frame, took some of those parts, and then had Seven make me this custom frame. But what I'm getting at with e-bikes is, had I chosen to get an e-bike, what I think an e-bike for road riding would be a fun thing to do, and for gravel trails. And I think it would be fun, and I think it would actually make sense for a lot of people that want to use their bicycle to commute. And you could use the pedal assist on full power. You could even probably find a hack to make it full throttle, where you just have the thumb throttle and propel it that way. It would be lighter, and since you're riding, street and gravel, the weight of the battery and the way they place things with the motor on the bike doesn't affect you as much as the mountain bikes, because you're not really riding to that level where you need that precision and know how to manage that weight. So I think that really makes a big difference with an approach to ride bikes. Either ride an e-bike or an analog bike, and what your purpose is for it. Now, I want to exercise, and I don't commute on my bike, so my purpose is for the exercise. If I need to do a commute, I just ride, and that's just what I've been doing for years. Could I convert to a commute type e-bike? Sure. I mean, I think of that as the same thing as the retirement community we have close by here has golf carts, and all the people that live in that retirement community ride around in golf carts. And I think that would be a perfect application for, you see those 3-wheel e-bikes, you see regular e-bikes, but for people that have kind of formed a community that they want to travel without causing emissions, they want to travel slower, they're not really worried about going 80 miles per hour on the freeway. I mean, these e-bikes, they can go like, what, 30 miles an hour, 25, and that's fine. So I think they have a great application and great potential for those people that are considering getting an e-bike that perhaps were not physically conditioned riding bikes most of their life, and maybe just entered the sport as an older person, and now they're adapting to pedaling, but they're finding out about these pedal assist road bikes and gravel bikes, and they want to get outdoors and do more than just commute. They want to enjoy being outdoors and traveling around the different communities that they visit or live in. So I think that's a great application for that, and I would be hesitant to say anything against my mom, for instance, getting an e-bike and using it if she moved into a different senior community and started riding an e-bike. I think that would be great. Or my dad, or even my brother, whoever feels that that's going to encourage them to maybe pedal sometimes, but if not, even just encourage them to be active outdoors and not be sitting on a couch all day. So that's very important, and I think people forget that you need to remain active as you get older. The less activity that you do, the higher the odds that you will have multiple chronic conditions due to your lack of activity. And that's a whole other can of worms, but that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Should you get an e-bike for gravel and road? And my final recommendation is yes, you should, if this means that you will take up that hobby and pursue it with the passion and the consistency that the hobby deserves. And if you haven't had that consistency prior with riding bikes, it's a great entry point for you to take up this hobby and maybe remain electrified, but do it, just do it. So that's my recommendations. You guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and it's the day after Thanksgiving. You'll see my other Thanksgiving videos before this on the day of Thanksgiving. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.